How you doing, sir? Marcus?
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. It is right at 11:30. After I make some preliminary statements or instructions, I am going to call the calendar. If you are a defendant in a case, let me first say that you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present at this proceeding. If you have a private attorney, please let me know that when I call your name. If you would like to seek the assistance of the public defender today, we will give you the opportunity to see if you qualify for the public defender's services for today. Okay. When I call your name, please let me know that you're present. Position 1, Clifford Robinson. Clifford Robinson. Position 2, Parrish Elmore. Position 3, Julian Cotton. Position 4, Whitney White. Position 5, Jonathan Martin. I have down that Jonathan Martin is represented by Attorney Maureen McLeod.
I'm here, sir.
Oh, okay. Good morning, Mr. Martin. Was I correct? Was I correct? Are you represented by Ms. McLeod?
Yes, yes, sir. But I haven't heard anything from their office.
Okay. When did you last try to contact Ms. McLeod?
Last time I had court, they were supposed to be contacting me, and I haven't heard back from nobody since.
Okay. Do you have her number?
No, sir.
All right. We'll be with you, Mr. Martin.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks.
Position 6, Mark Burleson. Mr. Burleson present? Position 7, Terry McGroom. Is Mr. McGroom present? Position 8, Drexel Worrells. Mr. Worrells present? Position 9, Gary Mosley. Mr. Mosley present? Position 10, Marcus Monahan. Mr. Monahan present? Position 11, Pedro Rosales.
Your Honor, I believe Mr. Monahan was trying to get the court's attention.
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm new to this Zoom stuff.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Monahan.
Good morning.
Do you have a private attorney, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today, or have you sought the assistance of a public defender?
I'm not trying to be funny, but I have no idea what this case is about. So I do have two in Fulton County that are quite a few years old. So if you can tell me which one this is about, I could answer that for you.
Okay. This is a a June 24th, 2018 alleged offense date, and the allegations are battery, substantial physical harm, and simple battery. 2 charges, Mr. Monahan.
Yes, there is a public defender in this case. As far as the name goes, it's been so long since I talked to them. I don't know who it is anymore.
There's the calendar reflecting Calvin Shaw.
The last time I heard about this, they were filing for a motion of dismissal.
Okay. I'm being told that at one point you were represented by Calvin Shaw. Do you know Attorney Shaw?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is that your attorney?
Yeah, that's who I last talked to. I believe so.
Have you employed Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Okay. Well, do you have Mr. Shaw's contact information?
Not anymore.
Okay. So I take it that you did not let Mr. Shaw, if he's your attorney, and you knew that you were going to be on this call today, why is it that you didn't reach out to him to see if he was going to represent you?
Well, he's court appointed, so I didn't know how to reach out to him. I've only talked to him once, and like I said, it was probably over a year ago.
Okay. All right. Would you like to see if you qualify for the assistance of public defender today?
And actually, Judge, that was at that time, Mr. Shaw was doing the conflict cases. So it's quite right. It seems like he was appointed as a conflict on this case. So,
Okay. So
which means it would be a conflict for our office, which is why he was brought into it in the first place. So he would need to either deal with Mr. Shaw, or if there's another conflict attorney who could potentially pick up the case.
I see Mr. Murphy on the line. Mr. Murphy, are you with me?
Indeed, Your Honor.
How are you today?
Good, good. I have one
Good.
case today, but
I understand that this might be a conflict with the public defender's office. Would you be able to speak with Mr. Monahan today?
I can, or I can get him Calvin Shaw's number if he wants to talk to Calvin Shaw.
Okay.
Which one would you rather me do, Judge? I'm all ears.
Okay. Would you just speak to Mr. Monahan and see what his pleasure is? And if he wants to call Mr. Shaw, then that's fine with the court, but I'll need to get Mr. Shaw on the line. If he wants to go forward with your services today, I'm happy to allow him to do that. So you'll just find out how Mr. Monahan would like to proceed. All right.
Yes, Judge.
Let's see. I don't know. Can you put your number in the chat for Mr. Monahan to call you?
Yes, if you got, let me look for the chat and I'll put it out there.
Or Mr. Monahan, can you go into the chat and put your number in?
Yes, sir. I will try.
All right.
All right, I got my pen ready.
All right. I'm sending it over right now. Just let me know if you got it.
Okay, we got it. Thank you, Mr. Monahan. So we'll get back with you after you've spoken with Mr. Murphy. He'll get with you after the call of the calendar, okay?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry about that. Like I said, the judge prior, it was a totally different judge, so I didn't know what this was about. I apologize for being unprepared.
That's fine, Mr. Monahan. I appreciate
All right. Have a good day.
Okay, so you hang on the line now, okay?
Hang up.
No, stay on the line. Yeah, don't hang up. You're gonna have to talk to Mr. Murphy to see what we're gonna do with your case today, okay?
Oh, okay.
All right. Position 11, Pedro Rosales. Marcelo, I think that you indicated to me that that he's gonna need an interpreter.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Good afternoon. How are you today? Oh, good morning. How are you today?
Well, how are you?
I'm doing well. Is Mr. Rosales on the line? Could you sound for him, Marcelo?
El señor Pedro Rosales se encuentra presente.
If you'll hang on for me until the end of the calendar, Marcelo, I'd appreciate it. Do you know if you have any other cases on this calendar?
That's the only one I was told, but
Okay. All right.
other times where there are more than one. So I'll stay in the line, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Position 12, Unga Gallo Mauricio.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Juanita Kimball here on his behalf.
Hi, good morning, Ms. Kimball. How are you today?
I'm well, thank you.
What are we going to do with Mr. Mauricio today?
I've been communicating email with Don Henderson. He stated that he was going to make a motion to the court. I didn't see him on the line, so I don't know if there was a different solicitor that may have that information.
Judge, Mr. Henderson is trying to get into the Zoom. He said he was having some difficulty. He was waiting to get into the Zoom. So if we could just hold for his announcement.
Very good, thank you. So
Thank
we'll
you.
get back, thank you, Ms. Kimball, we'll get back with you. Position 13, Kimberly Flupps, F-U-L-P-S. Position 14, William Abrams. Mr. Abrams on the line. Position 15, Juan Benito. Position 16, Joel Hayes.
Judge, I spoke with Mr. Hayes. I expect him to be here in person, so we'll make an announcement once he arrives.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Howard. Position 17, Korak Manuel.
Mr. Manuel should be on the call, Judge. He's our case. He said he was logging in about 5 minutes ago right before court started, so we expect him to be on, Judge.
We'll hold for Mr.
Yes.
We'll hold for Mr. Manuel. Position 18, Jason Brown. There was an attorney in court earlier to represent Mr. Brown. Is Mr. Brown on the line? Ms. Johnson, did we get the attorney's name? Okay. Yes.
He's Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown? All right. What's your attorney's name? Jackson?
May Jackson.
And I know she was here earlier. Is she still here? Okay, you can have a seat. Thank you, Mr. Brown. We'll be with you.
Your Honor, this is Korak Manuel. I couldn't get you earlier. I just want to inform you that I am here and available.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
My
Manuel.
apologies.
It's my understanding that you're being represented by the public defender today, so we'll let you speak with him this morning. All right.
Okay, no problem. I spoke with him earlier, and I'll just hang on to the Zoom meeting because I want to be proper with everything I do
Okay.
in this case.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
You're welcome. Position 19, Alvaro Cedillo, C-E-D-I-E-L.
Good morning, Judge. Zach Kelly here on behalf of Mr. Siddell. He is present on Zoom.
Good morning. Mr. Keller, what are we going to do with Mr. Cedillo today?
Well, that's a great question. So the last communications I had, this case is being handled by Albert Hopkins. We had a hearing on the state's 404B motion in front of Judge Porter back in May, and that was the last anything I heard related to this case before getting this calendar. So I'm not sure who this is now assigned to.
Which solicitors handling this?
Judge, for the purposes of today, I will be taking care of it.
Okay. And has the offer been communicated? Do you need an offer, Mr. Keller? Or where do we?
I received an offer from the attorney who handled it prior to Mr. Hopkins back in 2020, but that was nothing since then.
All right. Would you like to communicate with the solicitors today to see if you all can work it out?
Yes, yeah, I would.
Okay. So after the call of the calendar, I'll allow you all to either call each other or go into a breakout room. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Position 20, Henry Rower, R-O-W-E-R. Position 21, Jeremy Bex.
President.
That's my case, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Murphy, have you been communicated an offer in the case, or what are we doing today?
I have discovery. I got the case from Ms. Ruiz. So, and there was no recommendation in it, and I've heard nothing from the state on that. So
Okay,
I'll be happy to talk to state, but
okay. So, who's handling this case for?
Judge, I'll take care of providing that offer.
Okay, thank you. Position 22, William Burns.
Hi, good morning, Your Honor. Max Hirsch on behalf of Mr. Burns. I don't believe that I've been sent discovery in the matter. So I don't know who it's assigned to. I don't have an offer.
Okay, we'll get you an offer this morning, Mr. Hirsch, from the solicitor's office. If you will just hold on with us until the end of the calendar, and we will get you that. Okay.
Yeah. Could I ask? Could I? My email's available on my discovery. Could I be excused from this calendar? I do have a number of other commitments, and then I'll try and whatever solicitor sends me the offer, I'll know who it is then and be able to negotiate with them.
Okay. Are you going to be able to do that today, or?
Well, I don't even have discovery, so unlikely.
Okay. So this is a 2017 case. Is there a reason that discovery hasn't been received or hasn't been provided? We're trying to dispose of these cases on this Orca calendar that are older cases, and that's what we're here for today. So if we can dispose of the case in some way today, I would at least like to know that we've gotten the offers, or that we have discovery, or everything that counsel needs. So we can make that happen this morning, Ms. Allaby?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Hirsch, if you are excused, once you get that paperwork, I'd like for you to come back on and at least make an announcement for the court, so that we can either reset it for another Orca calendar, or know exactly how you want to move forward with it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Your Honor, respectfully, can Mr. Hirsch put his email address in the chat?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. McCutcheon. Position 23, Robert Jackson.
Your Honor, Bruce Vail from the Public Defender's Office. We represent Mr. Jackson.
I'll come back to you for an announcement. Do you have everything you need, Mr. Vail?
We do, but I would like to discuss the case with the state.
Okay, very good. Position 24, Khadijah Stegall.
Judge.
Here you
Is Mr. Hall? Yes, Judge. A conflict attorney will need to be appointed for that case. We've actually represented the other party in this case on a few occasions. So I don't know if we get Mr. McLeod or Mr. Murphy or any of the conflict attorneys on the line might be able to pick that case up.
I see Mr. Murphy on. Mr. Murphy, would you be able to speak with Mr. Stegall today?
yes, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Stegall, good morning. We're going to have attorney Dennis Murphy speak with you regarding your case today, okay?
Okay.
So let's see, Mr. Stegall, I don't see you there, but could you put your contact information, your telephone number in the chat, so that Mr. Murphy will have a way to contact you?
Okay.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Position 25, Shaquez Rosser.
Your Honor, Bruce Vail. I represent Mr. Rosser.
Yes, I'm here. I'm Judge. I'm available.
Okay, thank you,
Your Honor, if we
Mr.
could, if we could try the case, please.
Okay, very good. I'll hold for your announcement. Position 26, Rashawn Knights.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mary Beth Wood on behalf of George Stein for Mr. Knights. Can you hear me all right?
Oh, yes. There you go, Ms. Wood. Yes, good morning. Have you had an opportunity to communicate with the state regarding this?
Not recently, Your Honor. I called the solicitor's office earlier this week and asked for the contact name of the solicitor handling the case, and I was given Latora Sorry as the name. I did send her an email and I did not get a response.
Okay, so we have solicitors on the line this morning, Ms. Wood, so we'll give you the opportunity to speak with them to see if you can get an offer or resolve the case, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right. Let's see. Let me go back to Ms. McLeod. I see that you're on the line now. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
You represent Jonathan Martin.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Have you had an opportunity to speak with the solicitor's office?
I have not, Your Honor, and I would really like to speak with him. So
Okay.
I'm going to send him my telephone number so he can give me a call.
Okay, so you haven't spoken with Mr. Martin?
I have not.
Okay, so let's see, you'll probably want to speak with the solicitor first to get an offer if you don't have one, or get whatever information that you need. And then once you speak with Mr. Martin, if you will come back and give the court your announcement, we'd appreciate it.
Yes, Your Honor. I put my information in the chat, so I'm going to put my phone number to the solicitor.
Okay.
Do you have that name so I can just message them directly with my number?
I don't think Mr. Henderson has gotten on yet. Alabi,
She
I'll
can
just
message myself or Miss McCutcheon.
Yes.
okay.
Okay.
All right, very good. We'll hold for your announcement, Ms. McLeod.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And let's see. Marcella,
Yes, Your Honor.
would you sound one more time for Pedro Rosales?
¿El señor Pedro Rosales se encuentra presente?
Okay,
No.
it does not appear that he's on with us today. I appreciate you being on. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. That concludes the call of the calendar. Did I miss anyone? All right, so if you all will communicate with the solicitor's office and vice versa, the court will hold for announcements. I do have one person in court with me. I don't know if that attorney is your, sir, did your attorney come in? Okay. Would you let her know that the court needs to speak with her, please? Could you check out and see if she's in the hallway? Okay. Good morning, Ms. Jackson. Have you had the opportunity to speak with the solicitor's office regarding an offer in the case?
No, I did not have, we haven't had that opportunity, but I would like to speak with you today.
Okay, very good. So we have solicitors on the line. Let's see, who would you like for Ms. Jackson to communicate with regarding an offer for Mr. Brown?
Miss Jackson, she can, Kamei, if you can hear me, this is Andrea. Just call me on my cell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will.
Okay, and we'll hold for your report.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, so if nothing further, I will, court will be recessed until I hear back from someone regarding offers or pleas, or how you would like for the cases to proceed. Okay, any questions? Okay, court will be in recess. Let's see, I see that Mr. Abrams is now on the call with us. Mr. Abrams, can you unmute yourself, sir?
I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Abrams. Let's see, do you have a private attorney that's representing you today, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender to see if you qualify for their services?
Yes, sir.
Yes, to which question?
Yes, I'm a public defender.
Okay, so if you'll go to the, if you'll go into the chat, it will tell you how to get in touch with the public defender, what you'll need to send in to them. Okay, Mr. Howard, could you
Sure.
could you or someone speak with Mr. Abrams?
Yes, does he, is a number I can reach Mr. Abrams?
Do you have a number that you can be reached at, Mr. Abrams?
Yes. Yeah, I put in the chat 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So if you'll put that in the chat, we'll have someone get in touch with you, okay?
Oh, okay. I'm not even sure what I'm here for or what it is about.
They'll discuss it with you, okay, Mr. Abrams?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. We'll be back.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, may I make a brief announcement?
Yes.
This is it's just for Jaquez Rosser. He seems to be having some trouble with the chat. Mr. Rosser, I do represent you. I have sent you my number in the chat. If you could give me a call, please. Mr. Rosser, can you hear me?
You're on mute, Mr. Rosser. Can you unmute yourself, maybe?
Yes. Can you guys hear me now?
Okay, yes, we can hear you. Did you hear what Mr. Vale said?
Yes, I can. Yes, I heard what he said. Actually, yeah. I had heard that the public defender had changed. My mom said she got like a
that's right, sir. I am representing you now. So if you just give me a call, please.
All right, thank you.
All right, very good. Thank you.
Judge, if you're here, I'm ready to make the announcement for Mr. Siddell.
Okay.
I just spoke with Ms. Albi. This isn't something we're going to be able to resolve today, so we just asked that it go on the regular trial rotation.
All right, position 19, Mr. Siddell. The case will be returned to the division judge and placed on the next available trial calendar.
Thank you, Judge. That concludes my business. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good afternoon. Thank you.
Thanks, you as well.
Thank you.
Not sure what happened to Mr. Abrams, but
Hi, Mr. Henderson. I see that you've made it onto the call. I'm sorry that you were having some technical problems.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
I believe that Ms. Kimball, that one of your cases is with Ms. Kimball. Ms. Kimball, what was that case?
Yes, the client's name is Yunga Gallo Mauricio.
I just emailed the NALPROS to Ms. Johnson and to you, Judge.
Okay. What position is that? So,
Number 12.
12. So, so both of these are going to be null-prost? I have a following too closely and a driving without a valid license.
Yes, there was no accident involved and the license is valid.
Okay. Once I get that null-prost, I'll get it signed. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Henderson. Anything further, Ms. Kimball?
No, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes. You have a good day. Thank you.
Same to you. Thank you, Solicitor Anderson.
And Mr. Henderson, I don't know if you will be able to help Ms. Anyone else out with any of, we've got a number of offers that are outstanding. So. we'll just wait for your announcements.
Mr. Henderson, I am handling positions 22, 25, and 26. If you will send a text or chat to Chief Allaby and find out who you can assist with. But I'm handling 22, 25, and 26 as we speak. Thank you, sir.
All right, and I looked over the first half of the calendar. I guess that's the first 13 cases. So any of those, I'll be glad to talk to anyone any counsel that wants to pre-try.
Well, I am here for position number 5, and I would love to talk with you about that.
Okay, let me pull up my notes.
Mr. Martin?
Can you
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Mr. Martin, you're here now?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
May I call you, or can you call me?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'll send you a direct message.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Monahan.
I tried to call Kaplan Shaw. I talked to Dennis Murphy. He did tell me that he is on my counsel as an attorney. He did say he was on a leave of absence for 2 weeks over the summer. I don't know what that meant, but I did try calling him. I called him 3 times and I left him a message. And I couldn't get a hold of him. So I'm just trying to figure out what you guys need me to do to help this go along.
Okay, thank you for your report, Mr. Monahan. Given that that you are represented by Mr. Shaw, and he's not available today, what I'm inclined to do is continue this case into another Orca calendar.
Okay. So I'll try my best to get a hold of him.
Okay, all right, and you'll get notice of the next calendar, and you can appear the same way you are today, and hopefully your counsel will be here at the same time. We are going to schedule that next calendar. What did we say? March 2nd. On the Orca calendar, that's on March 2nd at 11:30.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
All right, buddy. You have a good day. Thank you.
You do the same. Thank you.
Position 18.
Hold on, 1 second. Give me 1 second. And Jackson, if we wouldn't mind coming over to the microphone so that we can.
Yeah, I was gonna. Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon.
Kanae Jackson representing Mr. Brown. I spoke to the prosecutor, and if we could get a 30-day on another Orca calendar, we do believe that we may be able to work it out. But if we're unable to work it out at that time, we'll be possibly going to trial. But it's our belief that we'll be able to work it out by the next calendar.
Okay. So can we reset you for March 2nd, Orca calendar at 11:30?
That's fine. Yes. Are we going to receive a notice in the mail, or is this our notice?
No, you'll receive a notice.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you so much.
And Your Honor, that concludes my business. May I be excused?
Yes. Have a good day.
I just have one. Obviously, I missed the memo that I could have done this virtually. Was it on the notice?
It should have been. Yes.
Okay. So I'll talk to my assistant.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you. Have a great day.
to an announcement, Ms. McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor. If we can reset this one, the 1 month like you were doing earlier, there's a lot of evidence in the file and indication that one of the victims may have been transferred to the DA for a felony. So I want to look at this a little more closely and obviously, since she just filed an appearance, I need to get her the discovery if we're going forward on it. But given the 2015 incident date and the other little things I want to look at, I think it'd be best to might resolve this case.
So this is position number 5, Jonathan Martin.
Yes, Your Honor.
Reset until March 2nd, the 11:30 Orca calendar.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And I would like my client to call me because haven't had a chance to contact him. I've actually sent him my phone number in the chat.
All right, Mr. Martin, are you still with us on the line?
I believe he is, Your Honor.
I'm sorry. Yes, sir. I was in the chat getting her number.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure that you got the number, Mr. Martin. All right, we'll see you all back.
Can you send it one more time? Because I don't know how to get to my direct messages. I just see the messages from the chat.
Okay,
oh, never mind.
I sent you.
I have it. Never mind.
Okay.
All right, very good. Do you have anything further on this calendar, Ms. McLeod?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
All
May
right.
I be excused?
Yes, you have a good day. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you.
May I be excused also, Your Honor?
Yes, Mr. Martin. We'll see you back on March 2nd. Thank you, sir.
All right, thanks, sir.
I see someone on Moto G Fast. Have you made an announcement, sir? Or are you waiting? You're on mute, sir. You're still on mute, sir.
Hello?
Yes. Good afternoon. Are you just joining us for court today, sir?
I am, yes, sir.
Okay, what's your name?
Joel Hayes.
Oh, okay. It was my understanding that you're going to be represented by the public defender, Mr. Hayes. As soon as he gets back in court, I will let him know that you were on the line. He was thinking that you were going to be here in person today, but
I'm sorry. I tried, Your Honor. I couldn't find a courtroom.
okay, that's fine. So I'm glad you're here, Mr. Hayes. So just hang on for us, and as soon as Mr. Howard gets back in the courtroom, I'll have him get in touch with you. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Would you go ahead for me in anticipation and put your number in the chat so that he knows how to get in touch with you?
We've communicated several times this morning
Oh,
already.
you have? Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you, Mr. Hayes. We'll be with you then.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Yes.
my name is Korak Manuel. I'm being represented by Esquire Howard. And may I be excused from the meeting?
Have we already disposed of your case? Tell me your name again.
No, we spoke earlier. My name is Korak Manuel. And it was an opportunity for me to enter a plea.
And have you spoken?
I spoke with my attorney.
Have you spoken with him already?
I have.
And who's your attorney?
Mr. Derek Howard, Esquire Howard.
Okay, let Mr. Howard make an announcement on your behalf, okay?
Okay, I just didn't want to leave the meeting and would love to go back to work, but.
Okay, no, I understand. Mr. Howard is back in court with me. Do you have an announcement on Mr. Manuel's case?
Yes, Judge. That would need to be reset to the trial division, Judge. We're going to be able to resolve that one.
Okay, so The case will be returned to, I think this is Judge Porter's calendar. The
Yes.
case will be returned to Judge Porter and placed on our next available trial calendar. All right. Thank you, Mr. Manuel. You have a good day.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Position
Very good.
16, and I see him as well, Judge Joel Hayes. I think you were just speaking with him, but same
Yes.
announcement. Same announcement, Judge. We're not going to be able to resolve it.
So that will be placed, returned to the division judge and placed on
Yes.
our trial calendar. Are you there, Mr. Hayes? Mr. Hayes, if you'll unmute yourself. Okay, there you go. So you'll get notice of your next,
Yes, sir.
you'll get notice of your trial date, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right, you have a good day.
Yes, sir, you too.
Thank you.
Judge Morrow,
Yes, Mr. Henderson.
can you check, I wasn't here for the initial call, the calendar.
Okay.
Number 9, what was the announcement on that one?
There was no, it's a failure to appear in that case.
Your Honor, that I don't know what the case number is. I tried that one by case number and I could not find it. However, I did find the same date and theft by taking offense that was prosecuted as a felony in 20 SC 175249.
Okay.
So I will be null processing this case.
Okay. So if you'll send the null press over, we'll get it signed.
And I have one more, Judge, number 2, which is a 2015 case. The license is now valid. So I'm going to null process that one also.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Henderson. Any further?
Not that I see yet.
Okay.
Mr. Henderson,
Yes, sir.
if you can join me in a breakout on the Beck's case if when you get a moment.
Okay.
Thanks.
You all want to go into a breakout room?
That'd be great, Judge. I've spoke to the other 2 people that you sent me to.
Okay.
So I still got Mr. Beck's to take care of. Thank you.
All right. So if we could put Mr. Henderson and Mr. Murphy into a breakout room.
What's the position on the calendar?
If this is Jeremy Betts, it's position 21, Mr. Henderson.
And Your Honor, regarding position 26, Miss Mary
here.
Wood, Miss Wood. Okay, there you are, Miss Wood. Yes, okay. I believe she has an announcement, Your Honor. The state's not opposed.
Okay. Ms. Wood? You're on mute, ma'am.
Okay, is that better? Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. Your Honor, after speaking with the state, Mr. Stein is actually the attorney of record and he had to be in some other courts today. Could we go on the next Orca calendar to give me a chance to discuss this with the client and with Mr. Stein to make a decision as to how we would like to proceed next?
Okay, so we can reschedule until the March 2nd, 11:30 a.m. Orca calendar, if that will work for you.
I think that could be fine, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Your Honor, respectfully, Your Honor, I apologize. Ms. Wood, I did not hear, you were correct, the state was wrong. I did not hear the March 2nd date. I was not aware of the March date, so I thought it was February 23rd. So my apologies.
Oh, no worries. I thought I could just easily have misheard also. So there's a lot happening today.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And
Big
you would
calendar.
have been right, McCutcheon. We have Orca calendars that that are already scheduled through that date that you had in February. So I wanted to schedule them so we wouldn't have to have an add-on calendar. And they'd just be
Right.
on.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Wood. We'll see you back on March 2nd at 11:30.
Will we use the same meeting login information or will we get a new notification?
You'll get a new notice.
All right, and may myself and the client be excused?
Yes, you all have a good rest of the afternoon.
Thank you, you too.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay.
We sent the application to him, but he only has phone access at this point, so he won't be able to complete it today. So we would ask that that be reset to, I guess, the March date that the court has been giving. Give us an opportunity for him to complete the application and see if we can resolve it.
Okay, so Mr. Abrams' case will be reset to March 2nd, 11:30, Orca calendar. Thank you, Mr. Howard. While we're waiting, Ms. McCutcheon, Mr. Henderson, let's see, I know that Attorney Hirsch on position 22 was waiting for an offer. I take it the offer was gotten to him. Have you all heard back from him in any way?
Your Honor, I did email that to Mr. Hirsch, and let me check my email to see if he's responded. And I have not had a response from Mr. Hirsch.
Would you mind emailing him again, Ms. McCutcheon, and just say that the court is awaiting his announcement?
I will, Judge.
Just so that doesn't hold us up when
Yes.
we are. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Mr. Murphy, do you have an announcement?
Yes, Judge, on the Beck's case, I believe Solicitor Henderson had an announcement on the Beck's case.
I'm typing right as we speak, Judge. I'll have something to you in a second.
Okay.
Judge, on the other two matters, on the Monahan case, I see that Calvin Shaw is still counsel of record, and he's put some time in on, so I sent Monahan to call Calvin Shaw. On the Khadijah Stiegel case, I spoke to Ms. Stiegel. I believe Mr. Bartels had advised her that his office had a conflict, and Ms. Stiegel's requested that you appoint me, Judge, and I would accept that appointment if you would do so.
Okay, since you've already spoken with her and apparently she did qualify for the services of the public defender, then I'm happy to appoint you to that case, Mr. Murphy.
Judge, and I'll have an entry filed and discovery in the next day or so if we can just further notice it.
Okay, so can we put her on the March 2nd calendar?
Judge, I'll look at that right now. What time on the 2nd, Judge?
Same time, 11:30.
Okay, Judge, I have it duly noted, and I'll reach out to. I've got her phone number and that, and I will secure what is necessary and to have an announcement on the 2nd. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Murphy. We appreciate it. And in that other matter, with Mr. Shaw, that was also reset for March 2nd.
Okay, so Monahan has my number, but it looked like that Shaw had filed something as of like 4 months ago. So I'm sure he's still in the game unless he says otherwise. Otherwise, he'll accuse me of poaching his clients.
Okay.
So I just assume that Monahan finds out from Shaw before I do anything.
Okay, I understand. Thank you, Mr. Murphy. Okay, so did you send it, Mr. Henderson, or Mr. Betts?
I'm emailing it right now, Judge. Sorry, I was having to type a little bit.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'm just,
And Your Honor, regarding Mr. Hirsch, I've not heard back a reply from my email, but I just looked up his pleadings and I'll call him at his office number on the pleadings.
okay, thank you. Oh, here he is. Yes, Mr. Hirsch. Good afternoon again. Did you receive what you needed? You're on mute, Mr. Hirsch.
I received an email saying that they will send me discovery and that there's an offer to DUI. I mean, we've been pleading not guilty for 4 years, 4.5 years to that, asking for a trial. So now that I have discovery, I mean, they've offered me a DUI. So I don't have discovery right now. My announcement is once I get discovery, I'll review it. It looks like maybe I have it now. I'll review it and I'll file my motions or particularize the motions I've already filed and ask for a motions date and a jury trial. No, I don't have discovery. They sent me citations.
That's correct, Mr. Hirsch. I sent you the citations because I've been on this calendar the entire morning. So I did send you the citations and the offer. But I do show that your client was a failure to appear on the March 28th, 2019 plea and arraignment. So, Your Honor, I would ask the court to arraign the defendant, unless counsel is going to waive arraignment so that the case can move forward.
Yeah, I'll waive arraignment.
Okay, so I'll need for you to file a formal waiver of arraignment, Mr. Hirsch.
Okay.
And so let me know what your pleasure is. So either you can review and this court is going to be hearing any motions that are made in these cases, it's my understanding. So is your pleasure that you will want to come back after reviewing the discovery to the Orca calendar, or do you just want to proceed to a jury trial?
And the first option was to a what calendar?
Back to this calendar, which is called the Orca calendar.
Oh, Orca. How can I just get on a motions calendar?
And it's my understanding that you would come back to this calendar after you file.
In that case, I'll come back to this calendar so I can get motions.
Okay.
Or I guess I'm sorry, Judge, let me ask you a different question. If I ask for a jury calendar, at that calendar, can I announce that we want motions? Or do I?
Well, this calendar is to help to move along these cases for the division judges. So if you want to file some motions, I would suggest that you file them here. If you want to dispose of the case somehow, we can do that here. If you want a jury trial, we'll send you back to the division judge.
Yeah. Okay. So let's have motions.
I'm sure that, but I don't know what type of motions there are. Quite often, counsel will file motions in anticipation of right on the day of trial, those type of motions. So
let's have motions ahead of time. So I'll come back to your calendar after I receive and review discovery.
Okay. How long do you believe it's going to take you to because I'm going to have you file them and then a response to those motions. So
if you don't mind, put me out a little bit. I have a aggravated assault trial all of next week. I am leaving the state February 14th. I'm getting married March 26th and juggling everything. So maybe further out the better, given whatever my options are.
Let's see. Can you get your motions filed by sometime by the end of March?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so And then the solicitor will want to respond to those motions, so we'll have to give another 30 days. Can we say, you get them filed by the 9th of March?
Yes.
Okay. And so we'll put you back on a calendar for, let's say, the 20th of April.
Okay.
Would that work for you, Ms. McCutcheon?
Your Honor, yes, I don't know who will actually be handling the motions. And I do want to inquire, is the court going to require a written response from the state for all defense motions?
No, I'm not going to require it, but I'm going to give you the opportunity if you
All right,
want.
thank you, Judge. Okay.
Right, so if you want to, I don't want to inhibit anybody's rights, so I'm not going to require it. It might be helpful, but I'm not going to require it. But
All right, well, I appreciate that, Your Honor.
I'm just trying to get that so that I can know, what will be 30 days out to give you all the opportunity.
Yes, Judge. So then counsel for the defense will file his motions by March 9th, and the court will then, the state would have 10 days to respond.
Right.
And then set down for April 20th for the motions hearing.
If that's agreeable with counsel.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
I'll see you back here on April 20th at 11:30.
Thank you. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good day.
You too.
And congratulations, Mr. Hirsch.
Thank you so much.
Yes, for sure.
Your Honor, may I make an updated announcement?
Yes, please, Mr. Bell.
It is for position 25, Mr. Jaquez Rosser. The state has made an offer, an updated offer. I believe that Mr. Rosser intends to reject that offer, but I would like it to be placed on the record.
Okay, you'd like the offer to go on the record? Is that what you're asking, Mr. Bell?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Right, I will do that, Judge. The state's offer, if the defendant were to plead guilty to the battery offense, the state's recommendation would be 12 months probation, 12 weeks anger management, a $400 fine, or alternatively 40 hours of community service, no contact with the victim, Shania Bell, and to stay away from the incident location.
Thank you, Ms. McCutcheon. And it's my understanding that that offer is being rejected, Mr. Bell, and that Mr. Rosser wants to be placed on the next available jury trial calendar.
Yes, that is correct. Mr. Rosser is on the line. Mr. Rosser, could you confirm that you heard that and you do want to reject that offer?
You have to unmute yourself, Mr. Rosser.
Yes, I'm on the line. I kind of.
Oh, that's just, it's just a yes or no. So you do not want to accept that offer. Is that correct?
Correct. I do not want to accept the offer.
Okay. All right. In that case, Your Honor, we would ask for the case to be placed on a trial calendar.
Okay. It will be returned to Judge Porter to be placed on her next available trial calendar.
Thank you, Your Honor. Also, Your Honor, position 18, Mr. Harry Thompson, I believe he said that he wanted to speak to a public defender. I would be happy to talk to him. Would it be possible to be placed in a breakout room with Mr. Thompson?
What position is that, Mr. Bell?
18, Harry Thompson.
I have 18 as Jason Brown. Thompson. You don't have a Thompson. Okay, I don't see a Thompson on this calendar, Mr. Bell.
Your Honor, I may have been looking at the wrong calendar, but I do believe position 18 did indicate that he wanted to speak to a public defender.
18 had a private attorney.
He did? Oh, I'm sorry.
Right. Okay. And Mr. Henderson, did you send over what? It's DeGaulle.
I'm working on Mosley. I just finished Mosley and I'm sending that one.
Okay. You want to tell the court what you're sending over, just so I can note it?
Nalpros.
Oh, okay.
That's the one that had a felony, was prosecuted as a felony.
So what position is that?
Number 5, I believe.
Number 9, Mr. Mosley?
Number 9.
Okay, so number 9. Let's see. Mr. Murphy, what are we doing with Mr. I'm sorry, did you make an announcement on Mr. Bex?
Yes, Judge, I believe Mr. Henderson was sending over null pros.
It should already be there.
Okay, so position 21, Mr. Bex is being null prossed also. All right, we'll sign the null pros, Mr. Bex. Anything further for Mr. Bex this morning?
No, Judge.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bex. You can be excused. They're going to dismiss your case.
Thank you, Your Honor. So much. Mr. Bex, I'll notify the bondsman. You won't have to do that. Thank you, Your Honor. And Your Honor, can Ms. DeGaulle be dismissed as well if she's still on?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have.
All right, thank you, Mr. Murphy. We appreciate it this morning. Let's see.
Thank you again. Good day.
Have we taken care of everyone?
Number 22, Judge William Burns.
Okay, what were we waiting for William Burns? Oh, that was Mr. Hershey's case.
Oh, that was okay.
Yes, so that's been rescheduled for April 20th at 11:30.
That should be everyone.
Okay. So with that said, if that appears to complete the calendar, 11:30 Orca calendar. Again, Ms. Johnson is here with me. If you all are ready, we can go over the calendar if you like.
Everyone is ready? Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
All right, number 1, no answer. Number 2, no cross. Number 3, no answer. Number 4, no answer. Number 5, further notice, a 3-2. Number 6, no answer. Number 7, no answer. Number 8, no answer. Number 9, no cross. Number 10, further notice, a 3-2. Number 11, no answer. Number 12, no cross. Number 13, no answer. Number 14, further notice, a 3-2. Number 15, no answer. Number 16, return to the division for a jury trial. Number 17, return to division for a jury trial. Number 18, further notice of 3-2. Number 19, return to the division judge for a jury trial. Number 20, no answer. Number 21, no cross. Number 22, we're going to have a motions hearing on April the 20th, 11:30. Number 23, no answer. Number 24, further notice of March the 2nd. Number 25, jury trial back to the division. Number 26, further notice of March 2nd.
Okay, any questions or concerns regarding the calendar?
No.
And it's my understanding also that I've got some clarification regarding failure to appears, that all these cases will be coming back to the Orca calendar. And so to make sure that we have the correct addresses, we're going to be resetting them one time, after which we will be issuing the bench warrants on them. Okay, any questions about that? Okay, that's my understanding today. So if that changes, somebody will let you know. Okay.
It's March 2nd, Judge.
Say it again.
March 2nd for the ones on the 11:30 calendar.
I'm not sure when they're. Do we know when they're going to reset those for?
March 2nd.
Okay. Yes, March 2nd. All right. All right. Thank you all. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Judge. Good
Thank
day.
you, Judge.
Good day, everyone.
Have a good day. Be safe.
You too. Thank you.